We're going to talk to you today, folks. I want to talk to you about who's your daddy. In the giant pumpkin seed world, who's your daddy is a big thing, all right, when it comes to picking seeds. So let's talk about that. Please join us. And we're also going to weigh our $200 pumpkin seed today. If you're new, we're giving away a $200 pumpkin seed, a $160 pumpkin seed, and a $50 to $100 valued pumpkin seed. So join us. This is the Bubbas California Road Trip seed giveaway. All right, good luck to all. So let's talk about the latest. If you're new to the channel, let's talk about the latest, the greatest, the hottest seeds available. We have those. We're going to grow some of those this year, but we have some right here. I want to show you now. We'll start out with the 2365 Wolf. This seed grew 8 monsters last year, at least 8 big monsters. This just sold the other night for $610 for this seed. All right, this goes back to the 1885 Werner, which goes back to the 1501 Vanderweilen.
And the 1501 Vanderweilen grew the old North American record.
Right, for Travis Ginger, Jackson, you're right.
And then the 1885 Werner grew, the same guy beat his own world record,
North American record.
2,506.
Well, see, this is the thing, Jack. The Tiger King was the North American record for that year. The Maverick is an all-time largest pumpkin ever grown in North America, all time. All right, so this is actually a bigger thing. But they both came from the 1501 Vanderweilen. The 1501 Vanderweilen that Pete sent to Quinn Werner, okay? And I want to talk about who's your daddy. Who's your daddy has a lot to do with all this. The 2112 Skinner, which Todd and Donna, they just grow heavy pumpkins, was crossed into it. The male, that's your male pollinator, into the 1501, ended up producing today's world record, 2702 in Italy. All right. Also, that same seed, a sibling seed, grew the North American largest pumpkin ever, all time, Maverick. And we sell those at the website here. You can buy those now for $175. All right. So talking about that, it all comes down to who's your daddy. The daddy is truly, and that's why I'm going to make my prediction this year is Maverick will produce orange, beautiful monster pumpkins. Just like the 2145 McMullen was an ugly pumpkin, but grew beautiful symmetrical pumpkins like my 2043. Now, who's your daddy? He used an orange pollinator, all right, a 1,300-pound pumpkin, which also had several 300 or 400-pound pumpkins on the plant. So that's the daddy of this seed. Don't judge a seed by the pumpkin itself, but who's your daddy? Your daddy has a huge influence. You know, I see so many, pumpkins are just like people. Pumpkins are people too. Don't judge a book by its cover. Find out the parents, the genetics. Another one I want to talk to you about is the 1940 Urena. 1940 Urena, we're going to grow this year also. We're going to grow all these. We're going to grow this. The Birdman's growing the Tiger King. This is going to the Birdman. He is going to grow this. Thank you, Travis, for the donation. And Birdman's going to grow it for the Michigan. We're going to grow with Derek Ruthruff, all right? And we are going to grow the 2365 Wolf, the 1940 Urena, the 1885 Werner. All right, this is the mother of the world record. We're going to grow those 3 and Maverick, all right, all with Derek, all right?
And this one we're growing.
Now, this one here, this was just one. But anyway, so what I want to talk to those about the 1940 Urena. Right. So what I want to say about the 1940 Urena is it was grown in a really hot climate. I was just out there, took my Bubbas road trip, and they're growing out there in the 100-degree weather. So to me, this 1940 Urena really equates to like a 22, 23, 2,400-pound pumpkin. If that seed... If you're in a hot climate and you want to grow a seed that's acclimated to a hot climate, this would be a great choice, the 1940 Urena. They do acclimate to the weather conditions, all right? But kudos to Leonardo, great guy. He's growing in 110-degree heat out there in Northern California. Clint Dyson, the whole Napa gang. And that's tough. That's tough. You grow a 1,900-pound pumpkin, and I think Ruben just grew a 2,100-pounder in 110-degree days. That's crazy. That's crazy success. That's got to be a great seed, great grower. So hats off to you guys. But I noticed I was just recently told somebody that you notice that the European seeds don't grow as good in America as vice versa. Now, anybody want to suggest why do they think that might be? If you think about it, if you take the patent seeds, the Mendais, they've produced a couple, but we do much better over here with our own seeds because the seeds acclimate. They're acclimated. But how come the reverse process of that? Benny Meyer, Matthias Willihames, the world record holder, they've all done really well with American seeds. So if you got any comments about that, any suggestions, I'd like to hear about it. And also about your theories about who's your daddy. Who's your daddy? When judging a seed, think about who's your daddy. That daddy has a huge influence on it. Don't just judge a pumpkin. Also, the weather, the climate. A lot of seeds are judged poorly because the guy had a bad year with the weather. And we're hoping for great weather this year. If we get it here in Michigan, we have a lot of cloudy days. Some summers are just extremely cloudy. In some summers, like last summer, was pretty sunny. Frank got a nice sunny summer, and that the weather worked for Frank last year. So whether he believes it or not, it did. So it's something to consider when growing, but that's a big thing I want to talk about. And what else do we want to talk about? I'll show you my pick. One of my picks. I picked Maverick to be a great producer. I believe it's going to produce a 3,000-pound orange pumpkin. It's going to go orange. But here's another choice for a hot pick. The 2493 Wolf. All right. I have a little stash. Here's the stash. This is my secret stash, my pick of the year. We're going to hold these back. And, hey, stay with the channel because we'll be giving one of these away next year. All right. But I'm going to say that right there is going to be a huge producer. Awesome seed. You know. And thank you, Andy. You're an awesome grower. Thank you for the genetics. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? This was self-pollinated. He self-pollinated it, which can either be really good or really bad, but at 17% heavy, and the way things are rolling with this seed, I'm going to say that's going to turn out to be a really good seed. Question is, does it have a 3,000-pounder in it? We shall see. Now we're going to get to the raffle here in a second, the seed giveaway, but here you got your hot seeds, the 2365 Wolf, the 1885 Werner, okay? The only other things you need to do is get your soil balance, get a soil test, and cross your fingers for good weather. Don't be fooled. Weather is key in all of this. You have to have sunshine to grow pumpkins. All right, good luck to all of you, but now let's do the drawing. You ready for the seed drawing? Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. Let's pull the trigger. We didn't get any snow. We're having a green first of the year. Are you ready to go sledding? Yeah. All right, let's go, buddy. Let's go. All right, man. We'll make it happen. If there's a will, there's a way. Yeah! How we're going to do it, Jackson? We're going to go to the first video, Giant Pumpkin Greenhouse Trip, Chicago Kin Cave. We're going to create our own random number generator. This is going to be done randomly. There's 53 comments. Jackson, pick a number between 1 and 53.
16.
Okay, 16. Write that down. 16. All right. Now we'll count down and find out who number 16 is.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You know that guy? Who is that?
That's Frank.
Frank?
The guy.
Frank the pumpkin. Okay, Frank's the winner of the first video. And then what we're going to do, Jack, we're going to do each video, and then we're going to put all the winners in a hat, and we'll pick our 3. I'm giving away 3 seeds for sure, possibly 4. So and we'll pick them out of the hat. Right. That's how we're going to do it. Who are our final 8 choices? We've got 8 winners.
We got Frank Pumpkin.
Or I should say 8 finalists. We have 8 finalists.
Frank Pumpkin.
Yep.
Cajun
Survivor.
Cajun Survivor. I don't know how to say that.
Long Range Crypto.
Long Range Crypto. Susan Nave.
Naive.
Greg Flingo. Pork Chop. Adam, and Jesus is God.
Okay, you are the 8 finalists. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut them all up, put them in a hat, and we will draw 3 winners. We're going to give away the 3 seeds that we'll tell you that we're giving away here in the video. This is how we're going to do it. Instead of putting them in a hat, you're going to put them in the Grin Reaper. Throw all the 8 finalists in the Grin Reaper. Throw them in there. Okay, they scattered around. Now, as we draw out the winners, you're going to pick each one. Okay, first, who do you want to pick out first? Want to go with the winner, the 1501 Vanderweilen, the hottest seed? Okay, 1501 Vanderweilen, this is straight from Pete. He sent me 2 of them, so I repackaged them because I sent one off to a California auction. Go to the Nut Tree auction, and you will get you can purchase the other 1501 Vanderweilen straight from Pete, and you can actually support a club. All right, Jackson, go ahead. Who's the winner of the 1501 Vanderweilen? Pull it out, buddy. Okay, who do we got?
I have Jesus is God.
Jesus is God. Oh, boy. She's a local. She lives down in, I believe, in Livonia. All right, congratulations. You've got the 1501. Okay, now, Jackson, now we will let me get another seed. We're giving out is a 2350 Morse, New Michigan State record, Big Dog. Thank you, Frank, for the donation. All right, who's the winner of Big Dog, Jack?
Cajun Survivor.
Cajun Survivor. Congratulations. Now, you people, you'll need to email Mark at Worldwide Giant Growers and give me your shipping information. If a person does not claim their prize within 10 days, in 10 days, it's going to go back into the next drawing. We'll have another drawing next month. But go ahead. We got one more winner. We're going to give away a bubble left of bubbles. There's only like 8 seeds. I have a couple more that are packaged. This is the 2145, very symmetrical, beautiful pumpkin. All right, Jackson, who wins the bubbles? 2043 Clements, which grew an 18% heavy for Reuben Frias in California.
It is Frank Pumpkin.
Frank Pumpkin. All right, that's Frank. First year Frank.
This is first year Frank right there.
First year Frank. All right. Hey, he entered. He commented. So it's all legit. Random. Totally random. So there you go. Frank Pumpkin won he's already grown that before. So, Frank would probably want us. He's not going to grow that. He's probably going to give that out. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb. And if I have to, I'll give away 2 of them. Let's pick another winner.
One more?
Yeah, let's pick one more winner because Frank's not going to go backwards. He's growing bigger genetics than that. All right.
Please be pork chop. Please be pork chop. Greg Flango.
Greg Flango, you've won a 2043 Clements. Congratulations. I like to keep it going up. I just realized that Frank is unlikely to grow that seed. If he wants to, I'll give him one, so I'll give out 2 of them if needed. All right, there you go. All right, I just realized that I forgot Derek Ruthruff's 104 butternut squash. I was going to give one of those away. He's got them packaged in these nice capsules right here. So Jackson, pull out one more winner for a world record butternut squash. All right, who do we have? Pork Chop. Unbelievable. And here, you just thought he had a cool name. Pork Chop. Pork chops and applesauce. You just won a world record butternut squash. Thank you, Derek Ruthoff. World record butternut squash. Congratulations, and thank you, Derek, for the donations. Greg, thank you all. You've got 10 days to claim your prize at mark@worldwidegiantgrowers.com. Email me, and we'll get set up some shipping details. All right, congrats. Trust me, folks, it was all legit, all random. I was asking Jackson, why were you saying, please be pork chop, please be pork chop? And he said, because it's a really cool name. I said, that's all right, because Pork Chop's an awesome guy. He grows 9-pound tomatoes, lives in New York. I've known him for years. Awesome guy. Hey, Jackson loves your name, Pork Chop, even though he doesn't really know who you are. Thank you all for joining us today. Remember, keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Bubba's giving away pumpkin seeds and growing tips. And hey, we're going to not make as many videos this year, but we're going to organize. I'm going to organize my pumpkin videos into different playlists. And we're going to have them where feeding, growing, vine training, and kind of separate them so it's easier for you guys to find the videos, for you new guys to find them. All right? But thanks again for joining us today, and wish us luck. If the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, we'll be growing this summer. Pray for some dry spring weather. All right. Talk to you soon.